This conference will now be recorded.
Are you able to see the screen, guys? Are you able to see the screen? Could you please confirm? And also, are you able to get the voice? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, guys. So let's start our today's session. Okay, we can we can discuss we can discuss about what is DevOps. Okay, and where we are using this, why this course. Okay, what we are offering in this course. Okay, let's discuss about that. Okay, so let's discuss. So before going to start this session, I would like to inform one thing. Okay, this course, okay, is for everyone. Okay, the specific educational qualification is not required. Okay, we will provide we will give the training in all the aspects with real-time projects, with real-time examples and real-time scenarios. Okay, so real-time project. Okay, so we'll see every day with the scenarios. Okay, we'll understand the projects. And yes, so before going to start, I would like to introduce myself. This is Raju. Okay, this is Raju. I have almost 10 years of IT experience in DevOps and Linux and AWS. Okay, so in the 10 years, I started my career as a Linux admin, and I moved to AWS cloud. Okay, and I worked on many DevOps tools like Jenkins, some Kubernetes, Terraform. Okay, these all are some DevOps tools. Okay, which we are going to discuss in our course. Okay, so yeah, yeah, and coming to trainings, yes, from past 8 years, I'm giving trainings, and I trained many batches. So most of the people trained based on their own. Okay, and recently, if you one guy's joined in UAE. So yeah, yeah, you can crack your own. The main advantage. So here you are learning. So you can crack the job your own. What you are learned here for 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes or 1 hour 30 minutes per day. Okay, you have to practice that. You have to practice what you learn here. Okay, and we will help you. Okay, and I will take weekly doubt sessions. Okay, and there you can I will clear your doubts, and I will teach. Here you will get the training like scratch basis if you're non-IT. Okay, if you are from non-IT background. Okay, or if you are completely working on different sector. Okay, some banking sector, you want to switch to IT. Okay, so and one more thing. So is any coding required? No coding required for this course. So And as I said, anyone can do this. Anyone can do this course. Anyone can do this. That means, for example, if you are coming from MBA, MCA, M Pharmacy, sort of qualification is not required. Particular qualification. If you have degree or diploma is fine. Okay, and no coding required. So only you need some scripting. So I will cover the scripting. I will cover the Linux. Okay, I will cover some scripting, and I will cover some Linux and AWS, and I will cover some DevOps. Okay, so if you are coming from non-IT background, no worries and no coding required. Anyone can do this. Okay, and if you want to see the job openings in the market, so you can see in the Naukri, there are a lot of job openings. There are a lot of job openings coming 15 years. Coming 15 years, you no need to worry because you're choosing a good right path now. Coming years, data science or artificial intelligence and DevOps will be boom. Okay, that means in the market they have those two having good market. Okay, for example, good job openings. If you want, you can search DevOps, AWS. Okay, if you search here, you can see the job openings. Some 17,000 job openings are there. So I got some calls from my students. So from last 2 weeks, the calls are increased more. Okay, so if someone said in January some decision is there, right? So now that is not there, and the calls also increased. Okay, and yeah. So before, yes, so before going to learn, okay, the what is DevOps today? Agenda is what is DevOps, okay, and what is AWS, what is AWS, and what is our course content, okay, and and what you will do in future once you joined as a DevOps engineer, right? So you should know what you want to do, right? Once you learn this course, how much, for example, 5 years people, they are asking, they want to give some 12 lakhs to 22 lakhs, right? Package. But what you need to do once you joined as a DevOps engineer and what you will work on it, right? So we will discuss that in today's session. Okay. So you can consider this is a first session or a demo session. Okay. Yeah. See what is DevOps and what is AWS. So consider one simple project. Consider one simple project. Okay. Consider there is some SBI bank is there. SBI. This is for example SBI bank. Okay. SBI SBI needs one application. For example, www.sbi www. Whenever you click online SBI, and SBI people want to see the application like this. Okay, what they will do? Does they develop this application? No. What they will do? This SBI people will approach some IT companies, like for example, any one of the IT company, some TCS. Okay, I consider this is some TCS company. Okay, so this SBI requires application, and the SBI people approaches the TCS. So consider any company, for example, TCS. TCS having employees, for example, developers they have some testers, they have some database admins, okay, and similarly there are some DevOps engineers, DevOps engineers, okay. Can anyone? So what is the work of a developer? Simply developers are what they will do, develop the code, right? Develop the code. Yeah, you should respond. Okay, then only the session should be interactive. Okay, so tester work, what they will do? Simply test the code,
Test
right?
the code.
Yes. So what the admin, database admins, okay, yeah, Yeah, once you answer, you can unmute yourself, mute yourself. Okay. So what the database admins work is, they will develop some database rows or columns, right? So consider database admin work is maintaining the database, right? Maintaining the database, right? So consider for developing the code, what software they will use. They will use some Java or they will use some Python. And testing, for testing a code, what testers will do. So what testing means, what they will do. Testing means, for example, while logging to the SBI, if they provided wrong password, if they provided wrong password, still it allows them, right? Or if they provided resetting the password, they want to add multiple options like numbers, symbols in the password. So some test cases should be run before that, right? Whether it is working or not working. So testers will use some testing tools, some Selenium, okay, or they will use some JUnit, some test cases they will use. These are testing tools we can. And what about these databases? So the different databases, softwares they will use. They will use some SQL, or they will use some MongoDB. DB means database, okay, or they will use some Oracle. Everyone should, I think, knows that Oracle is the database, and Oracle company is also there, right? So similarly, what DevOps engineers will do, and what are the tools or what are the technologies used by DevOps engineers? And can anyone say what is the full form of DevOps?
Development plus operation.
Okay, okay, yes. So if you are going to learn any course, yes, you should know something about that, right? And if you are trying for any interview also, before going to give first round of interview, you should know something about that company. Okay, just know what they are doing. No need to study about when the company is introduced, what is the CEO name. Those are not. Okay, so just what the company is doing. TCS, what type of products they have. Oracle, what type of products they have. Like that you have to know. Okay, right. So DevOps, right? So DevOps is nothing but development with operations. What? Development with operations. So do you need to develop, or do you need to do any operations? Nothing. Okay, let's see that. So this SBI approaches the TCS, and SBI is asking the TCS like, I need a I need a website like this, like on an SBI.com like this. What this TCS will do? TCS will, yeah, will accept the project from SBI because they will get some money, right, from SBI. So TCS accepts the project. TCS asks the SBI what kind of modules you need, service module, mobile banking module, so home loan, right, credit cards. They will ask what type of design you want, and what they will get the requirements from the SBI, and then TCS will have developers. He's one developer, consider he's one developer, and consider he is another developer. So each developer will work on the each module, for example. So this, for example, someone will work on the mobile banking, someone will work on the Mcache, like that. Okay. So we can call this is his local computer, developer computer. He will start developing the code. So once the development is done, he developed one file. He developed one file. So if both two files are in his local computers, does it works? No. So they have to upload their files in a company server, okay, where entire project code will be saved. This is the code server of company code server. Once he developed the file, he will save the file in a code server. Once he also developed the file, he will save the file in a code server, right? So, and again, what tester will do? Consider he's a tester. Okay, what he will do? He will take the download the code to his local computer. or laptop, right? And he will test the code whether code is successful, and he will re-upload the code into the company project code set. Fine. And code is here, and SBI team want to access the application with the www.sbi.com, right? www.sbi onlinesbi.com, whatever it may be. Okay, onlinesbi.com. Okay, they want to access this. So if they want to access this, somewhere the application should be running, right? Where? For that you will create one application server where SBI application is running. Okay, here SBI application is running. You can say SBI app server it is. Whenever user is trying SBI, people trying www.onlinesbi.com, it will hit the application server, and application will be visualized in his computer, right? But code is here, and how the application you can see. So you have to take this entire project code and install the application in the application server. Who will do that work? So as a DevOps engineer, you will take this entire project code. Okay, project code can be some thousands or number of files it will be, right? You will take this entire project code, some number of files, and you will install the application. So you are a DevOps engineer, so right, so you will take this entire project code and you will install the application in app server. Okay, and from that the SBI people will start accessing the application. So for installing the application, what software will do? So here there are a lot of files developed, right? For example, some 100 files are developed. These are all Java files, for example, right? So these are all Java application files. So these are Java files. The application can be having some .var files, .java, .var. Okay. So how these files are converted to Java to var files? One file. Application will be only one file. The code will be thousands or hundreds of files, but application is only one file. It can be some var file, some extension, app.var, for example. How we will do this? So as a DevOps engineer, for building the project, building means taking these 100 files and making it as a only one file. This is nothing but building. For building the app, you will use some Maven. Maven is one of the two, for example. Okay, and similarly, okay, so for example, if you want to install the application, so you will use some installing purpose. Okay, some Jenkins tool. Okay, Jenkins is a tool, for example. So you have 100 servers. Similarly, one app server, for example, 100 app servers are the application servers are there. So you want to connect to that server and create one simple file, any file. Okay, so you no need to do it manually for 100 servers. You have some configuration management servers which makes your work easier. You can say updating servers or configuration tools. We'll learn some answer. So here DevOps is nothing but a single tool or single technology. DevOps is combination of tools. Whenever anyone asking what is DevOps, you can say DevOps is nothing but development with operations. So, and it's nothing but a single tool or a single technology. DevOps is combination of tools or technologies. Okay. So do you need to do you need to work on, okay, do you need to work on any development, or do you need to do on any operations? No. But why this is? So development means, okay, so development means since developers are there, right? This is his developer computer, right? This developer requires Java should install in his computer, right? For developing Java files, who will install the Java? So you will, as a DevOps engineer, you will help these developers. For example, while making this application into one file, if you are getting some errors, okay, if you are getting some errors, okay, at that time, who will approach? You will approach to the developers and you will ask him to work on this because code is having errors, right? So you need to work with the developers, okay. You have to work with development team. That's why you can say development with operations. You have to work with development. What is this operations? Operations is nothing but, okay, operations is nothing but, consider this is one server, okay, consider this is one server, okay. So consider this is one server, right? So this server is having some 4 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM or 500 GB hard disk. You know hard disk and RAM, right? So who will, for example, currently it is 4 GB and you need to increase it to 8 GB. Who will do this work? Who will do this work? Increasing the RAM and remove the physical parts and adding, for example, 500 to 1000 GB RAM. Who will do that? So operations team will take care of the physical servers. Okay, so yeah, development with operations. So there are a lot of tools in the market. Okay, for example, for building only, there will be some other tools like Gradle is one of the build, Ant is one of the build. But why you are learning math? Why not these two? So no, not required because this is the industry standard tool now, which is having good in the market. No need to learn other tools. Okay. So in our course, you are going to learn almost 10 plus DevOps tools. Okay. Almost 10 plus DevOps tools you are going to learn in this course. Okay. And what are the servers you are seeing here? App servers, mostly those are Linux, not Windows. Okay, so that's why you need to know some Linux also. You need to know some Linux also. That's why you're going to learn here the Linux. Okay, you're going to learn here the Linux as well. Okay, and also you no need to learn any coding. You don't need to learn Java. You don't need to learn any Python. Okay, you need to know some scripting. So that's why I'm teaching here some shell scripting. Okay, so here you're going to learn DevOps 10 plus tools, 10 plus major tools. Okay, so yeah, this is some DevOps tools content what you're going to learn here. So yeah, what I said, DevOps is nothing but it's a set of tools or set of practices. Okay, set of so set of tools or set of practices, right? So for each purpose, for building some Maven tool, for releasing the versions, some Jenkins, okay, and for monitoring the server. So you have to monitor this server. If server, for example, this server is suddenly powered off, then what happened? Application is not accessible. You should monitor as well. Monitoring also there will be some tools. So you are going to learn here 10 plus DevOps tools along with Linux because Linux is mandatory. Okay, you're going to learn Linux because Linux is having a lot of advantages. Linux is, we can say, Linux is open source. That means free it is. You can free to download Linux. Linux is more secure. Okay, and Linux is having multi-user operating system. Multi-user means multiple users can connect at a time, and it's a multitasking also. You can run multiple tasks, you can run multiple applications at a time. Okay, so that many advantages. More one main advantage is security. It is secure, right? So that's why most of the DevOps projects we are running in Linux. So that's why I'm covering Linux different types. How we have Windows XP, Windows 2020, 2019, right? So similarly, we have we have this we have these different types: CentOS, Amazon Linux, like that. And these are the 10 DevOps tools along with project tool also I'm covering. That means how we are getting project work in the companies. There will be some project tracking tools also. I will cover that one. And in these 10 tools, the major tools are I highlighted in red color. Okay, you should concentrate more on these four tools: Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, and Jenkins. So if you concentrated more on these tools, you will easily get the job in the market. If you see this AWS DevOps job, the people is looking for Jenkins. That is there in our course content, right? And he is looking for the people having Kubernetes, Ansible, Terraform, AWS. All are there, right? They're looking for here also Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, right? And here also you can see, right? These are the AWS services. We are covering Route 53, CloudWatch, Lambda. So these are in AWS course content also. Okay, this is some AWS course content. Route 53, Lambda, right? So all covered in the AWS. You can see what is AWS later. Okay, so these are the 10 tools. Along with that, we have the real-time scenarios. We are going to learn these all real-time scenarios, how to use multiple tools within single project. This one, do Jenkins in one project, right? How Jenkins Maven in one project, how to integrate multiple tools in single projects with the scenarios, with the real-time examples we are going to learn. Okay, so yeah, you can see the jobs in the market. Adecco is one of the company. You can look for the jobs based on the experience. You can look for the jobs, permanent work from home jobs, right? So yeah, within the experience, you can look for, right? Here you can see Pocket FM is one of the FM company, right? You know, everyone. So you can check for the roles and responsibilities and you can apply for the job. So I will help you on resume preparation. I will share some resumes, sample resumes with you, and the interview questions. Okay, interview questions and Naukri and resume setup. Naukri and resume setup. Okay, so here you can see we have a bunch of files, we have a bunch of resumes. So we'll share with you and you can start applying for the jobs. Okay, yeah, we have some bunch of resumes and we'll share with you. Okay, yeah, there are a lot of and the interview questions as well. Each tool, at the end of each tool, you will get the material in the soft copies, in the form of soft copies. You will get the material, and each tool, once it is complete, you will get the interview questions, and also you will get the recordings of each class. Okay, each class, if you want, you can download and keep it with you. The recordings are there. Okay, and yeah, so that is about something, that is about the DevOps. As I said, DevOps is nothing but a single tool or a single technology. DevOps are combination of tools. So you are learning this good amount of tools. These all will be used in the project. And don't worry, you no need to work on all these projects, all these tools. In the organization, you may need to work on one tool or two tools. One or two. No need to worry. Why you are learning? Because you want to crack an interview, right? For interview point of view, you're learning these all tools, but in the job, you will work on one or two tools. Okay, that is about DevOps. Okay, and the course content. If you want in-depth course content, please check with management. They will share the in-depth course content. But these tools I'm going to cover in our course. Okay. So whatever our 8:30 to 9:30 or 8:30 to 9:45 or 10. So you are learning here. You should practice. You should practice at least 2 hours per day. Okay, just do 1 or 2 times. Okay, don't keep, don't keep, don't keep the subject. Okay, don't keep the subject for prolong it. Don't prolong it. Okay, just practice. Okay, so sessions will be in English only. Okay, not in ancient English, just normal English, because you are going to work in a company. You should talk with the employees or your colleagues in English. There is no Telugu classes. Okay, because you should apt to these terminologies. Okay, there will be no Telugu classes, and our students in different states and from different countries. Okay, so yeah, you will see some US people, Canada people as well. Okay, other countries, other states also, Delhi, right? Other states as well. Okay. Yeah, I will not use uh, very tough English. I will try to manage in a simple manner. Okay. And in the organization also, don't worry about the English, guys. Okay. You should talk. If you know the subject, you can talk automatically in English, right? So you're not going to talk about any social activities. What you learn, you will talk about that only in the organization, right? Okay. So about the course, it will be 50 days to 2 months. Okay, almost it will be two months it will take. Okay, so and the sessions from Monday to Friday, and sometimes we'll have classes in Saturdays. Okay, sometimes if you in Saturdays as well. Okay, and the sessions from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. like that. Okay, and if special classes on Saturday, that is also only evening. Okay, yeah. So that is about DevOps, and these are the projects or real-time scenarios we are going to cover in our course. Okay, let's see, let's understand what is AWS. Yes, can anyone say what is AWS? What is the full form at least? The full form of AWS.
Amazon Web Services.
Good. Okay. Right. Yeah. Amazon Web Services. What are the competitors for this AWS? What are the other competitors? Can anyone?
Azure and AWS.
Yeah. So I would say this: AWS is a cloud service provider. Okay, and there are a lot of service providers in the market. Yes, someone said we have Azure. Azure is from which company? Microsoft, right? And what other companies? GCP. We can say Google Cloud. Okay, GCP, Google Cloud Platform. It is okay. So
IBM.
yes, IBM is a cloud. Okay, so but that is not a public cloud. Okay, public cannot directly use it. Okay, so I can say these three are major clouds. Google Cloud Platform. Okay, so let's understand what are these cloud service providers, what is the advantage of this. Okay, what is their market, why they came to the market, Okay, what is before this? What before this AWS? Okay, so let's understand. Same. So consider a project. Why every time I'm telling about project? Because companies are it depends on the projects only. Without projects, company will be shut down, right? So take one project. Okay, consider this is one of the company called Milkshake. Okay, so now every day, everywhere milkshakes are anything delivery business is famous now, right? So milkshake companies. So this milkshake for a mother maker of milkshake, right? So that is one of the company right now in the market, right? So this companies, this milkshake companies there, they need a application. For example, someone is purchased anything in their website. It send a request to the delivery boy, and the delivery boy come and pick the order, and he he will deliver it. So so they need a application, like someone can come and purchase it. Like they need a 3 months application. Okay, 3 months application. What they did, you are one of the IT company owner, for example. You are the IT company. You have the IT company. This makers of milkshake company come to the approaches you about the 3 months project. You accepted that, and you started develop some application. For example, you purchased two servers. Like servers are nothing but two computers. Okay, and you kept that servers in a room, and you install the application. Okay, and you purchased some domain, for example, www. some uh, maker shop milkshake mom, for example. Okay, so you install the application, you purchase one domain, and you interlink that, and also you interlinked with the you have taken some internet communication for the servers, and you added that, right? And you kept some AC, some infrastructures, right? And you kept some security for the servers, right? And purchase the servers. You have taken room for rent. You are paying the current bill every month. You are paying the internet bill every month. Internet bill every month, right? You are paying the right. You are paying the security bill like that, right? So every month you are doing, but anyway you are getting some revenue, right? What happened suddenly? This company is left after 1 month. After 1 month, still you need to pay the room bill, right? Room rent, current bill, internet bill. You have to maintain some security guards. You have to pay the money, right? So maybe you will go to the losses, right? So you cannot purchase these servers. If you purchase, also you will not get that much money, right? So in this kind of situations, these cloud service providers are telling that we have our own data centers. Data centers are nothing but the rooms. Data centers are nothing but the rooms where larger servers, larger computers kept like this. Okay, servers kept like this. Okay, so you can see servers are kept. But these are data centers where servers kept like this. Okay, there will be some operation person. He will operate it, like increasing the RAMs. Like they will do that. Everything they will maintain it. This cloud service providers tell that we have our own data centers all over the globe, and they said that we have the systems like this, right? You can see here as well, same kind of systems, 1 2 3, right? The systems like this here, 1 2 3, not right. So these are larger systems like this, and if you want to create your servers, You can create. Okay, they are providing the servers for the rent. Okay, and for example, you created a servers and you provided access to this milkshake company, and they are starting accessing. For example, after 1 day, they left from the project. So you no need to worry. The room rent is managed by AWS, current bill, internet bill, everything, security, everything is managed by AWS only. Okay, because you have created an AWS DC data center, right? So you don't need to worry about it. Everything is managed by AWS. So if they left after 1 day, you can simply delete these 2 servers because these are virtual servers. You are creating from online. Okay, right? You don't need to worry about it. For example, so there is some AWS account. You can connect to the AWS account. From that AWS account, you can connect to the AWS data centers and you can create the service. So this is my AWS account. So I will show you. I'm connecting to my account. For example, I'm connecting to my AWS account. So here I will create my servers. This is connecting to AWS account. Okay. So as I said, all over the globe, AWS is having data centers. You can see AWS data centers in different locations. The locations list you can see here. AWS data center locations are Mumbai, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo, right? So they have data centers in different locations. Okay, right? Hyderabad, Hong Kong, Melbourne, right? Spain. Different locations they have the data centers, and you can use AWS different services. That's why they named it AWS, Amazon Web Services. Different services to create a servers. For example, you can upload the data. In this service feature, I uploaded some data, S3 service. So here I uploaded some data. For example, here you can see I was managing some websites, for example, furniture website. In this furniture website, I have one website, if you see. I'm managing some websites as you can manage your websites as well. This is some furniture website. Okay. So in the AWS, I was kept some files, I saved some files, I'm accessing the websites, and you can access different things, for example. So this is another one. I kept some files here. Okay. So you can easily access the applications. You can run your application. You can create your servers. Okay. This is another one, another website. So how I did that? I had taken some storage in the AWS. Okay, how we are using Google Drive. I had taken some storage and I uploaded the files. Okay, so you can use it for static content. That means you can use it for static, means it will not change day by day. Okay, it will not change day by day. You can upload the static data, and if the data is continuously changing, that one we can say dynamic. We'll see how to deploy, how to create a static application or dynamic application. If you are a fresher, you don't know what is static, what is dynamic, right? So, and I will explain that what is static, what is dynamic. Okay, you can simply create the storage in AWS, how you are using Google Drive, and you can run your websites. Okay, so we can see that. Okay, this is my AWS account. Here I'm using and I'm connecting to different data centers. So data center is nothing but a normal compute. Okay, so there are a lot of in the market, AWS, Azure, and GCP. You can good to go with AWS because AWS is the first cloud introduced, and right now the more job openings with the AWS, and the second option we can go for Azure. Okay, so that's why I can say this cloud service provider or we can say cloud computing is practice of using multiple computers, and you can take in servers per rent, and there are some 60 services within that. DevOps services or cloud services you are learning 15 in our course. Okay, these are the 15 services I'm going to cover in our course. Okay, so with this course training, if you want to go for a certification, you can go for the different certifications are there. I will help you, and I will take a special session on that. What are the certifications you can go for each tool? For example, you are learning the AWS. What certification you can do? And if you are learning here the Ansible, what Ansible certification you can do? What Kubernetes certification you can do? What Terraform certification you can do? Right? I will help you on that. Okay. So right. So this is my AWS account. I connected, and I just created. I just showed one simple uh, storage service where I stored some website files. Similarly, if you are coming from for example, machine learning background, you can use machine learning services. Okay. So if you are coming from some robotics background, you can use some robotic services. Simple service is nothing but a future, right? Future of AWS. Okay. So let me give you one thing to create your own AWS account, because AWS account is the mandatory one for practice, right? So I will show you today how to create a AWS account. Okay, from tomorrow onwards, we can go for the practical sessions. We can consider from day 2 session tomorrow onwards. For practice purpose, what you need? You need this AWS account, right? To learn the AWS. So how to create a AWS account? Just open the Google. Let's open the Google Chrome. Go for aws.amazon.com. Just click on that. Okay. Just go for aws.amazon.com. You can note down. Feel free to note down. Okay. For creating this AWS account, does it require any money? Does it free or does it paid? So it is free. It is free for 12 months. Don't think completely free. Conditions apply everywhere, right? Everywhere conditions apply, right? So some conditions apply. Don't use it in a broader way. You can. It is enough for your practice. Okay. So 12 months. Okay. So it is 12 months free, and you need a Gmail account for getting notifications, and you need a credit or debit card for creating this account. Okay, that's it. These three are enough. And from your credit card or debit card, AWS will deduct 2 rupees. Don't worry, only 2 rupees they will deduct for the confirmation. Okay, that's it. Okay, so without your permission, they can't deduct any money from your account. So once you go to aws.amazon.com, just click on sign into the console. Just click on sign into the console. If you have a account, you can provide your email ID. Otherwise, just click on create a new AWS account. Okay. Right. So here you have to provide your email ID. Here you have to provide the email ID, and you have to provide the account name. Okay. You have to provide the account name. Okay. So for example, some Raju, okay, or Mahesh, something, whatever it may be, you can provide that. And I will provide a document for this while creating what you have to do. I will share the URL, keep it with you to create a AWS account. Okay. So yeah, as I said, it is 12 months free, right? And yeah, there are some conditions. I will explain those later. You want to create a AWS account. So you should go to Amazon, aws.amazon.com, right? So you can click on create a account. They will ask for the, once you provided this email ID and account name, the next step, they will ask for your email ID and account password, AWS account password. Just provide that account password. Okay, keep it safe. And account name, for example, from Kumar, you can provide the Kumar. Just click on next. It will be 5 steps only. Just click on next. The second step, they will ask your personal details, your full name, your phone number, your country, your address, right? Which state you can provide. If it is a business purpose, you can make business details, or it is personal, you can make provide your personal details. That's it. Click on continue. And the third step, you have to provide your debit card or credit card. You have to provide debit card or credit card information. Okay, so you have to provide it. After that, you can click on continue. Okay, here they will try to deduct 2 rupees from your AWS account, I mean your bank account. Just provide the OTP, 2 rupees will be deducted. And that's when your account 2 rupees is deducted. Now you have the option to select your account plan. Okay, so you can go for the last step is which plan? You can go for basic plan. So plan will be free. If you go for basic, it's fine. If you want to go for developer or business, these are money basis. So basic plan, there are 3 plans. So once you selected the basic plan, AWS will ask you, will take some 30 minutes for the account activation. Okay, so there are actually 3 plans. So for developer plan, monthly you need to pay some $100, and if it is business plan, $1,000. Okay, so it is completely free for 12 months. So what are those free? What are not free? I will explain tomorrow. Okay, but make sure, please try to create. Please try to create a AWS account by tomorrow itself. Okay, and what are the softwares you can use as a DevOps engineer? I will give it tomorrow. Okay, some putty, some different softwares are there, which makes your practical easy. Okay, so okay, so any doubts for today's session? Okay, any doubts? Any doubts? Is it audible? Is it audible?
No doubts, Mr. Raj, from my side.
Okay, okay. Okay, if you are not having doubts, we can quit for today. Okay, so we can meet tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, guys.